morning, happy peoples. Hope your day's going awesome. I hope things are going well for you. Hope you're keeping the Christmas spirit in the crazy times of the world. Today we have got the random acts of Christmas kindness we'll be doing today. And okay, pause for a second here. I don't know if you felt this, but when we're going through this random acts of Christmas kindness and we're starting to see like all these things that you can do, it can, at least for me, it almost feels overwhelming. Because what you start to notice is there is so much need in the world. Like there is endless need. And like, where do you stop? What do you do, right? And you want to just fix all of it, but you can't fix all of it because we're only one person. So I think the best way of fixing this, and this is just my opinion, is, we can't do it all, but we can do one thing. And usually, when you have your heart tugs at something, you were supposed to do that. When I was younger, I was always like, well, you're not doing the thing that I think is important. So therefore, whatever I am doing is more important, right? And then you kind of learn, whoa. We kind of get called or we feel a pull in a different direction. And if we're all doing what we feel we're supposed to do deep down in our heart, and maybe it's God tugging at you, maybe it's just you feel a desire to do something, then you should probably just do it. And if we all did that, things go a whole lot better. But I think we just get, to be honest, the world, the society, everything's just busy, right? It's busy, but like, where do you stop at giving? It's something else I want to talk about too. It's a little bit controversial, but I wanted to just make it as clear as I could. When it comes to giving, like I said, there's endless amounts of giving. Best way of giving is in private. If you're able to do that, that is by far. Look in the Bible, you see the liars, the thieves, the harlots that are all humbled and broken, and God says, hey, I can do something with that. I can do something with that, right? And then he looks over at the people that are, look at me, look what I'm giving. Everyone look at me because I am giving out of the abundance. And everyone kind of look at me, and it's just a different, and we all know this, right? It's a humble versus arrogant attitude, and God does say the best way of giving is to give in silence. So if you guys can all do it, just please give in silent. But this creates a problem for us on this YouTube channel, right? I've actually had comments, and you're right to comment or to think about this. So what happens here? So we are trying to donate things and give things away, and we're doing it here on YouTube in front of all of you. So how are we different than the guy that really burns God's biscuits? Different than the arrogant guy in the Bible that's like, look at me, look at me, look at me. So, and again, it's not even necessarily evil. It's the appearance of evil. So this is just an interesting conundrum, right? So should we never show anything good? Because we don't want to, because we do, we want to encourage good. We feel like we're supposed to give back, but we don't want to be like that. My wife and I came up with this. Every time you see us giving here on this channel, anytime there's any kind of monetary or anything optically that you are seeing, all the giving that we do here on this channel comes from money generated from you supporting us and watching this video. There's ads associated with all the videos or buying something from my wife's Alaskan Apparel line. All the money that comes in, not spending any of our personal money here on YouTube. It's only money generated from you guys supporting us on this channel, taking the time to watch our videos, or buying something for my wife. So that's all. So hopefully you guys can feel like you are the silent givers here. And there are things on our personal money. I guess it's all our money, but I don't look at it that way. But there are things us personally that we do that you will never see because it's between us and God and needs to stay that way. Everything that we are doing here, we want you to know is literally sponsored by you. So thank you as the silent giver in this situation. Appreciate you guys being a part of this YouTube family. So let's get started with the day. I think we're going to go to the food bank and see if we can do some donations, maybe talk to them. We'll see. We'll see how the day unfolds. It's going to be awesome, though. But again, thank you guys for being a part.
I worry about the weather, waiting for snow, and each day I feel better.
Good morning, happy people. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. We are off on another exciting adventure. Who's ready? It's a little delayed. We are off the Fairbanks, Alaska Food Bank. Very excited. We had tried to schedule a time for us to be able to actually go work in their facility for an hour or two, but they didn't have any openings, which is a good thing. But we were kind of bummed that we weren't going to be able to go in and help them like break down boxes, maybe put some food boxes together, things like that. But that's okay. So what we've decided to do, we grabbed some things from our food storage, and we are going to go donate some of those items to our local food bank. Last year we were able to go, and such super awesome people, really, really nice, to go and show us around the place, kind of discuss a little bit of what they do. And we're going to also do that. We're going to do that this go around, but there's going to be a little bit of a different take on it, being as we are dealing with COVID world. It has affected different places like this, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that when we get there, and just some of the struggles or what has kind of transpired. Maybe, hold on to yourselves. Where am I going? Yes, I know I've gone the wrong way.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Where should I go? Should I just turn around and go back down Badger?
Yep.
Dear night.
Okay, you went the wrong way, so let me see, I'll watch your 6 here.
Is this right? I'm sliding all over the place. Okay, we're gonna turn right in here and just whip on around so we can actually head to the food bank. Oh my gosh, my pretzels are gonna go flying. I've already lost all my vitamins. My vitamins went flying all over the car. Where are you at?
Fine, babe, you got this.
Where are you at?
This.
Where'd you go?
I drove past the next road so I can do a U-ing.
Oh.
I'm getting text. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Okay, bye!
Let you go.
Okay. Sorry about that slight interruption. So, we want to talk a little bit about how maybe things have changed a little bit with the food bank. So that is where we're headed. If I can get to the right road. Literally went the wrong way. Oh my word! Okay, yep, this is what today's gonna look like. Here we go!
Got a hot redhead behind me. Woo!
Won't you come in out of the snow and cold?
Hello, happy
We
people.
got it
Grab a card if I
nice
can.
and warm.
Here you go. You need 2 of them, or?
I think
In
I'm trying to
here
get
you
one.
find
Yeah.
both
Thank
young
you.
and old, seeking shelter from the storm. It's the spirit of the season to
Drop right here?
open up the door. It's the spirit of the season to give and love some more. It's the spirit of the season to lend a helping hand. It's the spirit of Christmas season. Let's spread it.
All right, guys, I'm sitting here with Bo. He is the facilities supervisor for the food bank. You've been here forever, kind of, almost, sort of. I know a lot of his story. In fact, did you meet your wife here?
I did. I worked on the crew that was building this building, build a building for the food bank, and I worked for him, was working on the crew, and she walked into the building. I was crawling out of a hole in the ceiling and saw her and said, I gotta find out who that is, and we got married several years later, and
I think the moral of that is you never know what you're going to find at the local food bank
you
here.
never know what you're gonna find.
Okay, so I was talking to him on the phone here. Talk to me about 2020 pandemic. What has this done for the food bank? Has that are you seeing an increase in need, or what are you seeing here in the field?
A lot of change. Let me start with we're a salvage food bank, so we pick up local surplus food and salvage it and give it away to people in need. So when at the start of the pandemic, when everybody was buying up everything, there wasn't anything to salvage.
Oh, I never thought about that.
So there were actually several weeks where we were like, well,
Oh my goodness.
what do we have to give away? We have dry goods that we in storage, and we hit those pretty hard as things came back online and things, the grocery stores were able to restock their surplus numbers, their surplus amounts went up, and we got back online with what we were normally doing.
I never thought about that. Now, what has this done to your like volunteer base?
First, I want to say this community is amazing. The Tanana Valley thoroughly wants to see that nobody goes to their home. They work really hard supporting us in that endeavor with their time, with their money, and with their food donations. A lot of the volunteers that we have were retired folks, and that turns out that was the highest risk group at the beginning.
Oh, right.
And still is.
Yep.
So a lot of those people would take off, and you know, they stopped coming in because they didn't feel it was safe to be out in the environment, in the community.
Between the community stepping up and you guys just rolling with the punches, what do you got to do?
Go. Yes. When we had to change the way that we were doing things so that we could spread out and make our social distancing, we were able to alter all of our processes all the way around the building. People were really good at working with us and with each other to not crowd up.
I'm not want to keep you. I see like 3 or 4 people trying to get a hold of you here. So the very last thing maybe I'll ask you is if they do feel they want to help or get involved, where do you start? You go to your website?
Our website is Fairbanks, fairbanksfoodbank.org. You can call us at 45-SHARE.
Okay.
And we have lovely ladies at the front desk they'll be able to answer your questions or direct you to the where you can get your questions answered. The main thing that I would say is see the neighbors around you that are in need and see what you can do to help them.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time. I sure appreciate it, buddy.
You're very welcome.
Okay, finished up at the food bank. Successful. It was awesome. Very interesting to hear how kind of the whole pandemic has affected food banks, at least our local food banks. So be sure. A lot of things with this random act of Christmas kindness, guys, is just to bring awareness and just like, if there's a local food bank in your area, maybe you can reach out and see if there are some needs that are maybe being affected because of COVID and all the different things that have been going on. Because we don't want to forget about these guys. So anyway, I don't know what we're doing. I think my husband's gonna go to the post office. He's gonna go stand in a ginormous line, and we're probably just gonna go work on stuff at home. So let's head back to North Pole.
Appreciate it. Look at those Christmas cards. Holy moly. That's so many. Ho, ho, ho. I'm Santa with Christmas cards.
I say that every time.
I was waiting for already. I was waiting for it.
Guys. What? We had to get an overdue or an overflow slip. Are you kidding me right now? Holy guacamole, guys. That's what we just received in the last day. Holy moly. Our wall's gonna get filled up real quick. Gonna have to get on that. But excited for you guys to get your Christmas cards. Babe and Nana made chili.
Yes,
that.
good stuff.
It's a perfect night for it. So we picked some winners. We just went, it's a random selection of y'all's comments because holy guacamole, there was a lot of comments on the last video. So I'm gonna read out the names, and then if you guys could shoot me an email, SomersInAlaska@gmail.com, and give me your mailing address, and we will get the money order into the mail for you. Winners are Brooke West, Lori Lua, L-U-A, Jessica Burks, K Chris 08, and Tall Timbers Peppers. So you guys are our $500 random act of Christmas kindness winners! Woo! I'm so excited! So excited that we got to be able to do that. How you been doing?
Doing good, doing good.
Yeah?
It's been a crazy day, but it's a good
Crazy
day.
It's
full
a good
throttle.
time though. Seeing people at the food bank.
Yeah,
That was neat, being able to see
it was fun.
what their whole operations is there. Okay, my arm's gonna fall. I think I need to work on triceps. biceps, something.
So it's always fun Christmas time here, guys, because you always run into people you know, or like when you go to these places, because like you either, if you don't know somebody, you know somebody who knows somebody.
It's true.
You
Run
know-
into someone?
Well, no, just like Bo, when I was saying, like I knew his story.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we've done actually electrical work for the food bank.
Oh, okay.
So when Bo had shared his story, how he met his wife there, which is pretty
Funny.
cool.
Romantic love
But
stories.
you know, that's kind of the thing though, because that's how you and I sort of got to know each other, was by working in an Awana ministry.
It's true.
So
Yeah.
ministries are a great way to kind of figure out how people operate and all
Yeah.
these things. So anyway.
Got me a good one. Got me a good one, don't you? Alrighty, so I think we're going to call this one a night, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, for coming along with us. Remember, the goal of this random act of Christmas kindness, and I reiterated it a little bit earlier today, is it's basically just to get your mindset on being able to help others or think of others during this season, okay? We know you're not going to be able to do all these random acts of kindness. We don't know if we're going to be able to do all the random acts of kindness, but it's being mindful and remembering those ministries or those organizations or just different people during this holiday season.
And
So,
don't limit yourself to our calendar as well.
Absolutely
if God,
not.
If God tugs you your heart, just kind of roll with it.
because that's why I left that little blank spot off to the side where it's your random act of Christmas kindness that you guys can fill in on your own. So,
Yep.
all right. With
Okay.
that, I think we're going to call it a night. Thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Happy People's Closeout.
Happy People's Closeout.